Welcome back to a brand new video, and today I am going to be discussing and talking about how I would do a horror remake or just a remake in general. Before we get into the video, I can't talk today, but if you do enjoy the video, make sure you give me a big thumbs up, share this video. Let's get into the video, shall we? So how I would do a remake, and specifically with any remake, doesn't specifically have to be a horror. It could be any remake imaginable. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna be brutally honest. Be different. That's the first thing you need to do, is to be different and be bold. Like, don't even care about your opinion at a point. You have to shut your opinion off and shut the world's opinion off. Then you have to put your opinion back on, and then put the world's opinion on. Because there's going to be stuff you're going to hate, that you wrote. If you're writing a movie script, there's things you're going to hate. There's definitely stuff that the world's going to hate. So it's never really going to nail a certain spot. So you see what I'm saying? But for me, you have to do a horror in a horror remake, or any remake in general. Like I said, you have to be different. You have to be different, really ballsy and very brave in what you do. You can't do the same thing. And I feel like you have to grow. You have to grow. And that's one reason why I love the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003 remake. And y'all gonna see me use that remake a lot in this, because it's one of my favorite horror remakes and one of my favorite remakes in general, because of the approach that it takes and the approach that he delivers and what it does with his characters and with his writing and all that. But yeah, be different. Be different. Don't be scared to have criticism. Just be different. Be unique. Be bold with things you do. Also, don't really get what's the word I'm looking for, but don't get so caught up in what you're liking, because like I said, you also gotta think about what the fans want, but you also gotta understand there's different types of fans. You got the fan that's gonna love everything you put out, but then there's the other fan that is gonna love everything you gonna put out, but is gonna be brutally honest, like how I am. It's going to put out every single thing is wrong with the film. If there's anything wrong with the film, they want to point that out. So you have to be different. You have to think about what you want, what the fans want, what the fans in general want. Because like I said, there's different types of fans, and you have to keep the original intact in some form, whether that be with a character, with a story arc. You have to keep the original intact somehow. And the Halloween Rob Zombie 2007, like, I do like that film, but for me, there's things with it that I go like, I would have changed that, I would have changed that to be a little bit more different, to be a little bit more unique and stylistic with approaching things. Like, there's ideals that I have for Nightmare on Elm Street films. There's ideals I have for Chucky films. There's ideals I have in general with my original ideals. There's ideals that I have because, if there's something y'all don't know about me, I will always be a rapper. I will always do music, but I also want to do film, specifically horror films. And me remaking things, or even doing something that's original, doing a remake or doing something original, I see a remake. If you're remaking a Hellraiser, if you're remaking a Freddy, you're making that film relevant again. You're making that film scary again. You're making that film original. So, as that director, as that writer or director that you're doing that film, you have to go into that mindset. Okay, I'm not doing a remake, not doing a sequel. I'm doing something that's original and brand new. If you're doing a Freddy movie, well, yeah, that's a well-known character, but as the sequels go on, Freddy became too predictable, and he knew what he was going to do. He knew what he was going to look like. He knew they was going to change his look. He knew these different things, and you cannot be predictable in this remake or whatever you do, whether that be, again, original film, off topic, original film or remake. You have to be original, different, stylistic, brave, And if you have to cross some boundaries, cross some lines, you're going to have to do it. Don't be afraid, because, like, in my, what was it? I forgot what it was. Oh, like in my in how I would make a Halloween film, I said I would have Michael setting up traps, taunting his victims a little bit more, more stalking, more of a stalker type of Michael when he's up against some victims. And again, like me saying that, do you think everyone's gonna like a Michael that sets up traps, that plans out some of his kills, and then just goes hog? He just goes wild, basically, on his victims. Not everyone's really gonna like that, but some people are gonna like that because it's different. You're growing that character, you're growing that story into a new place and time. I feel like that's important. So this is how I would do a horror remake, or just a remake in general. It just be different, be unique, be brave, and don't hold back. Always think what you want, what the fans want, because the fans what's gonna be watching this. So you have to really, um, you have to make sure you're staying true to the original, staying true to what you want, staying true to what the fans want, and staying true to what needs to be changed heavily. But that's how I would make a horror remake, or just a remake in general. If you did a video, big thumbs up. Please subscribe. Please share this video, especially share this video to everyone that's video. Peace.